So Huion is a company that's known for making very affordable tablets, but I never really got to try them out because I've always had the same Wacom Bamboo Create. But Huion has been generous enough to let me review one of their tablets, the Inspiroy Q11K. And I'm actually going to be giving away this tablet, so if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll give you deets on that. So let's jump right in. What is in the package? We got a tablet, a really surprisingly big tablet. Also, you can see me and my wax setup in the reflection. Hello. There's also a pen holder, a CD with the driver on it, an instruction manual, a charger for the pen, a micro USB cable, the actual pen, which is also very big, 8 whole extra nibs for the pen, which is awesome, and a little wireless fob thingy. Right off the bat, I can tell you that this thing has a bigger workspace than my Wacom. And even though it's like kind of a monster of a tablet, it's not very heavy, so it doesn't feel super awkward to use. And just oh praise, because this tablet is wireless, which I cannot say for the tablet that I have. Of course, that means you have to charge it, but what do you expect? And since it comes with a micro USB cable, you can also just use it with the cord. There's a difference in how it feels to draw with, like it's a little bit smoother, but I can't tell the difference in the pressure levels at all. There are 8 preset buttons on it, which is quite a few, that you can pretty much designate to do whatever you want. And while the pen is also considerably large, it's not heavy. Like it's actually very light. It seemed a little bit flimsy to me, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna break anytime soon. Now, charging the pen. It did take over 2 hours for me to charge the pen the first time. Well, you can use it while it's charging, it's just a little bit awkward. And it doesn't hold the charge for a ridiculously long amount of time, so I've had to charge it a couple times. It hasn't taken as long as that first time, though. I don't know why it took so long. And if you have a digital tablet, you know what a pain it is to get more nibs for your pen. So the fact that this came with 8 whole extra nibs is like fantastic. And they're shaped different than Wacom nibs. They're like a lot thicker. So I would expect them to last a little bit longer too. The biggest sign of a good tablet is that it's gonna last a long time. And obviously I can't tell you how all this stuff holds up because I'm not a time traveler. I think I would probably know by now. But just off of first impressions, it seems like a good product. It doesn't seem cheap, even though it super is. The cons of this. The only cons I can really think of, are the pen does take forever to charge. And also, Huion products may or may not be incompatible with Paint Tool Sai. So if you use Paint Tool Sai, it can be kind of a pain. I could not get this tablet to work with Sai at all. I tried everything short of changing which version of Paint Tool Sai I'm using, and apparently it can be done, and there are plenty of people who use their Huion tablets with Paint Tool Sai, but I've also heard of a lot of people who have issues with it. So if you use Paint Tool Sai, it's a little bit of a gamble. This can be fixed by re-downloading drivers or changing which version of Paint Tool Sai you're using, but I just went ahead and used Photoshop because I did not feel like dealing with that. But all in all, I mean, this is, especially considering how little these tablets cost, it seems like it would be really good for somebody just now starting digital art and you want something cheaper. You want something cheaper to just, get a feel for it before you move on to a different kind of tablet. Huion also sells pen monitors, which now I'm kind of curious as to how those fare, because if a regular drawing tablet like the Q11K works this well, then I might need an upgrade from my Bamboo. I strongly recommend getting into digital art just to any artist. Whether you're doing it for work or if you're doing it just for fun, I think that being able to get used to doing digital art and getting familiar with digital art programs is such a good skill to have, whether or not you plan on being an artist for a job or not. So companies like Huion that offer cheap tablets that'll help you get started are so important, I think. And I'm also going to be giving this tablet away. Because while this is a really great tablet, I'm going to hold out on upgrading until I can get a big monitor. So if you need a new drawing tablet, or maybe you're just starting out digital art, I am giving away this Inspiroi Q11K. So if you're watching this before the end of 2017, click subscribe and then go to the link in the description where you can apply to win. I strongly recommend just going ahead and just getting a tablet, because the sooner that you start digital art, the sooner that you'll get better at it. And I have some tutorials that are up for digital artists, how to start speed painting or how to draw specific things. And I also have a Patreon where I post other tutorials and extra art and just an absolute plethora of stuff that I don't post anywhere else. There's also a tier where you can pledge $7 a month and not only get access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces and exclusive speed paints, but you also get pins in the mail with my art on them that have a different theme every month. And all that is helping me to pay for art college. So really, anything that you do to support me, I just appreciate immensely. And speaking of doing things to support me, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate everybody who cares enough to click. So, thank you. See you next time.